obviously, so far, the Mets haven't lived up to expectations, but the last couple of weeks, Mickey getting into it with me and the different stuff, what's that been like from your perspective? And
from my perspective, and I said it multiple times last year, and I think my thing is to just focus on kind of what I'm trying to do. I have a pretty set routine that I follow in between starts and trying to get ready to go out there and put us in a position to win. So I try to block out the distractions and just, I think everybody handled it pretty well in the clubhouse of trying to block it out and focus on winning baseball games. And, we know we have a job to do and not pleased with how our first half went, but, there's a lot of baseball left. So hopefully come out and play really good baseball in the second half.
Have you had to expend extra energy to block out the distractions?
Not really. Like I said, my main focus is taking the ball every fifth day and preparing the best I can for the team I'm about to face. Yep, you're welcome.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
So at this event last year, Brody talked about pay him or trade him.
Uh-huh.
So does that feel like forever ago?
Yeah, feels like a while ago. That was definitely a little bit of an interesting time for me because it was, I think, right before this, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely, it feels like it was a while ago, yeah.
Jacob, the team is not playing well right now, obviously. Do you ever think that, like we talked about trading direction, do you think there's ever a possibility they can pivot and do it again?
Honestly, I haven't thought into it. That's all that stuff is, I guess you say, out of your control, but with a no trade clause, I guess it's kind of in my control a little bit as well. But I haven't thought about it at all. I signed here with a goal of winning a World Series, and every time I take the ball, I want to put this team in a position to win. So I could try to kind of block those thoughts out.
Jacob, is this fixable? Like, you've lived through a bunch of cycles now where hope was high and results were low. Is it fixable? What needs to be done to make it fixable?
Yeah, I think so. Even I look at my first half and I probably didn't perform how I wanted to. Excited to be here, thankful to be here, but there were a few starts that I'd like to have back. And I think you go around everybody in that locker room, they would have something to say about how their first half didn't go how they wanted it to. So I think, you put everything together and guys start playing the way they want to, and we have a good second half, hopefully we can fight our way back into this thing. Yep, you're welcome.
We're going to see the Pirates, I think, 6 times in the next 3.5 weeks after the All-Star break. What can you tell me what you've seen of Josh Bell and how impressed you are with him?
Yeah, he's been impressive.
I didn't know that.
Haven't seen him play too much. He normally play the same days as they do, so and they're in a different division, so I haven't watched him too much, but looking at his numbers, they're very impressive.
Jacob, what are your thoughts on, we're seeing a lot of the opener, that's kind of a new thing, we're seeing a lot around MLB. What are your thoughts as a starting pitcher on the usage of the opener?
I don't necessarily care for it. I kind of pride myself in starting a baseball game and trying to stay out there as long as I can. So I think most starters are probably going to have that same answer.
What about, we're seeing a record amount of home runs. What do you attribute to this record-setting pace?
I'm not really sure. I don't know if I'm the right person to ask this question. But, I guess guys have figured out launch angle.
Has the ball felt different this year?
Man, that's tough to say. In spring, I noticed that I was getting some blisters that I got in 2017 and didn't have to deal with last year. So I felt like there might be a little bit of difference, but I'm not really sure. I didn't look into it too much. I was just trying to figure out a way to get out.
We were just talking to Jeff about, obviously it's him and Pete, their first time. Can you give them any advice on just trying to enjoy it?
Yeah, that's the main thing I said. Take it all in. My first one, I was really nervous, and I don't think I got to enjoy it as much as I would have liked to looking back. So, my advice to them was, hey, take it all in and really enjoy the experience because it really is neat.
What was the biggest takeaway your first year? I know you said you just were watching, but with the camaraderie, was there anything that you kind of took you by surprise?
I think just, the camaraderie, talking to the guys, you're considered one of the best in baseball. Being around the best in baseball and being considered a part of that was probably the coolest thing for me.
Predictions for the home run derby tonight?
I'd like to see Pete win it. I think he's got a pretty good chance, so I'm excited to see him go out there and compete in that.
Are you going to be out on the field watching him?
I will be, yeah.
And the kids, they going to be out there too?
I don't know. Those guys are swinging hard, and you're pretty close there. It makes me a little nervous about a foul ball coming over there. So I'll see if Jackson wants to and maybe try to hide in the back a little bit with him.
Is Jackson at the age now where he can appreciate that his dad's an all-star?
Probably not yet. He's 3. It's probably just another baseball game to him.
Does he watch when you pitch?
Yeah, he normally watches when I pitch it. So, he knows I'm out there. But I don't know if he'll really know what's going on.
Do you have an idea of how the rotation's set for when you're going to be pitching today? Tomorrow?
I do not. I think that's something that we'll probably go over when we get to the ballpark.
Jacob, can I ask about something you would have faced quite a bit?
I'm sorry?
Can I ask about something you would have faced quite a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he's a tough at bat for you, what makes him tough? What does he do? What do you do?
He's definitely a tough at bat. The guy, hits around 300 every year. That's anybody who puts up those kind of numbers are tough at bat, no matter who's facing him. He has a really good approach. He's very, quiet at the plate, not a whole lot moving, and really quick hands to the ball. So he's a tough at bat. He battles you, and I enjoy competing against him.
Do you feel like it feels like he can turn on the inside pitch and go the other way?
Yeah.
I mean, he does use.
Yeah, that's the thing. He sprays the ball around. He's not just this pull guy. He hits the ball to the opposite field, and anytime people do that, that makes him challenging out. Yep. What's up? How are you? Good.
So I love these off-the-wall questions.
Okay, what's this one?
All right, here we go. Your guilty pleasure that you spend your disposable income on.
Guilty pleasure spend disposable income on? I have no clue.
How about fishing?
Hunting, fishing, outdoor stuff. Yeah, that would have to be it.
Okay. See, I know the answer better than you.
Yeah, so just write them down.
Craziest thing a fan has ever asked you to sign or has sent to you?
There was one crazy one. I can't remember what it was. Man, what did they ask me to sign? I don't know.
Remember in spring training
What was
when
it?
your wife was pregnant and that fan gave you all that baby stuff?
Yeah.
They gave it to me and I was like, I can't do anything with this. And you were like, no.
And there was somebody who threw baby stuff down in the bullpen one time, and I was kind of scared to go over to the bag. I wasn't sure what was in it. So that's
Did you take it?
No, I did not. I was too scared to take it.
Right. It went right in the garbage.
I don't know if this fan's watching, but it went somewhere. I'm not sure where.
If you get to pick one celebrity to play in the Celebrity All-Star Game that you get to meet afterwards, who would you
One
want?
celebrity. One celebrity playing the.
It could be anyone, any celebrity that you want, because you get to pick who they played in the All-Star Game.
Played in. No clue.
What about an actor or a singer or
I really have no clue who I'd
an
pick.
old baseball player?
Babe Ruth.
Good answer. If you had to get a tattoo of one of your teammates, what tattoo would you get and where would it go?
Tattoo of one of my teammates. I guess I would get. Who would I get? Man, that's a tough question. Tattoo of one of my teammates. I guess I'd get Steven Matz. He's a good friend of mine, and where would I get him tattooed? Probably my calf.
Like his face?
I guess his face. That's what you said. I gotta get a tattoo of
What
him.
do you think you would say to that?
He'd probably be weirded out by it.
Cool. All right, last one. Give me an artist that you're listening to, like on your playlist. We're gonna interview MGK later. He's a Cleveland rapper. So we need a suggestion of someone you're listening to that can collab with MGK.
I honestly haven't been listening to any music, to be completely honest.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't been. I don't know why. Two kids, too busy. Don't have time to listen to stuff right now.
Wild. All right. Thanks, Jacob.
Yep, you're welcome.
You're in the NL East, so you got to face the Braves a lot.
Yeah.
We don't hear a lot about Treasure and what he does here in deGrom. As a starting pitcher, I know the relationship you two have, how close you guys are. I mean, how rare and special of a player is he right now?
Yeah, he's impressive. You know, I like it when I get to face him. You know, he always battles me. It's normally a pretty fun game whenever me and him are going against each other. But he can hit the ball to all fields. Got power everywhere. Good two-strike approach. So anytime you're facing him, it's a tough out.
When did you two get as close as you did? I mean, we see whenever there was delay on the field the other day, he's dancing at you. We see all that video stuff. When did that happen?
I just think playing each other over the years and having that type of, battle against each other, him hitting, me pitching, it just kind of developed a friendship, and I definitely look forward to when I face him, and I think he's the same way whenever he gets to face me.
Forgive me for not knowing how many times you may have faced Soroka, but when you see what Mike Soroka has done, a 21-year-old guy here at the All-Star Game, what has struck you about him?
Just the way he attacks hitters. He goes after them, and he can throw anything for a strike at any time, so it's very impressive to watch him.
And this lineup in general for the Braves over the past 3 years, the improvement, how difficult is it to navigate?
Yeah, they're a tough lineup. Going over scouting reports before the game, you look at that lineup and none of them are easy outs. So it's a game where you have to make every pitch, and those are games that are fun. Those guys are really good hitters, and you really have to find a way to get them out.
Thank you
Yep,
so
you're
much.
welcome.
Having done the All-Star thing a couple times now, is it any different doing it now? I don't know if you appreciate more or if it feels more normal. Obviously, you got a couple teammates and your kids and family here with you now. Is it any different?
This is the first one that I've had a couple teammates with me with, so I think it's going to be fun seeing them out there. Pete's in the home run derby. That's going to be exciting. See these two guys playing the game. It's going to be fun. So that's what I'm looking forward to most this time.
You're very good at staying even keeled in the most hyped up situations. These guys are happy and they show it. What has it been like the plane ride last night, going through this today with these guys?
Yeah, it's been fun. Just seeing how excited they are. I normally don't show too much excitement, but seeing these two guys, you can tell they're really excited. And, talking to them, I told them, hey, take it all in. It's fun. Enjoy it. Really, really take time to enjoy this experience.
What did they do that tells you they're enjoying themselves?
You could just tell. Yesterday, even today, seeing them walk around, both of them have smiles on their face. Talking to Pete, he said it feels like opening day. He's got a little nerves. Going to hit in the home run derby tonight, so that's expected, some nerves. But you just how they're acting, you can tell they're super excited to be here.
Jacob, did you follow the London series?
I did not, actually.
Yeah, if you will have a chance of playing in the China series maybe in the future, what do you want to see in China?
Just go out there and put on a show for the fans. Baseball fans everywhere, and if you get a chance to go play in front of some in a different part, then definitely something that would be exciting.
Okay, because the Mass Stadium is near Flushing, is a Chinatown over there. Have you ever tried some Chinese dishes there?
Not around the stadium, I have not, but I have had some in my lifetime.
Yeah. Okay, and what message do you want to send to your Chinese fans?
Just thank you guys for the support. We love playing this game, and hopefully we'll get to play in front of you guys one day.
Okay, do you mind to read something for me? Remember, look at the camera. Thank you.
Look at the camera?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to read this and look at the camera? What's this, 10 Cent Sports?
Yeah, 10 Cent Sports.
MLB Games Live. Hello, this is Jacob deGrom. Follow me on 10 Cent Sports, MLB Games Live.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Jacob, what does it mean to be a part of this All-Star?
It's definitely exciting. I've said it multiple times. Anytime you're a part of this, you're considered one of the best in baseball, and it's a real honor to be here.
The pressure of playing in New York. What advice have you ever sought out about that?
I've never really went out and sought any advice about that. I think just the way I play the game, I consider myself a baseball player, and that's what I try to just focus on. Go out there and block out any distractions and just try to put my team in a position to win.
Strategy for tomorrow?
For what?
What would you suggest of the strategy for tomorrow?
For the baseball game? Yeah. Go out there and try to win. I think that's the best strategy you can take. Yep.
Jacob, this National League All-Star roster is the youngest ever,
Mhm.
and you've got a couple of teammates on it.
Yeah.
What does that say about where this league is at right now and the level of talent?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very talented league. You see these guys coming up at a very young age and putting up very impressive numbers. So it's fun. I got to face all these guys, and they're tough outs, and all these pitchers here are very impressive. So it's fun to be a part of, and it's definitely impressive how young these guys are.
What McNeil and Alonso both have done at the plate, what has it been like to watch those guys?
Like I said, they're impressive. Both have good approaches. Pete's got crazy amounts of power. Jeff, he's a master at hitting it where people aren't standing. So it's definitely fun to be a part of and watch. Yep. That's what I said. I'm probably going to enjoy the most, just seeing how excited they are, and really rooting for them. It's a cool experience. I told them my first one I don't think I got to enjoy as much as I would have liked to because how nervous I was, and I just said, hey, take it all in and have fun. And they seem to be doing that so far, so I'm excited for them.
It seems like he has fun.
Yeah. I think he has fun doing about anything. When the season started, I guess, because spring training, you're building up innings. I don't even know if he played when I was playing in spring. That's the thing. You're kind of doing your own thing to get ready for the season and just trying to get your pitch count up. So I don't think really I knew until the season started.
You've been around New York for a while, and you guys sense of how important it is for fans to have players like the three of you that could be put a team going down. Like they are psyched up for every time he comes to bat.
Yeah.
What's he going to do today?
Yeah, they're definitely excited, and they're exciting players. I mean, whenever they come up, I think we're feeling the same way. I wonder how far he's going to hit this ball, or McNeil, here comes another hit. So it's exciting for us as well. So definitely happy to have those two on our team.
What is it about Pete's personality that makes him seem so made for events like this and on the spotlight?
Yeah, I think like I just said, I think just he really loves this game and everything to do with it, and he's a big fan of hitting home runs. So I think tonight's going to be fun to watch.
Everybody's a big fan of hitting home runs.
Yeah, that's true.
In your career, you've been excellent in a way. Maybe it doesn't. Does the ball feel different in your hands? That's all.
That's tough. Feel different.
You would know better than anybody else.
Yeah, I mean but the ball feels different with weather as well. So whether it feels consistently different, I'm not really 100% sure. When it's cold, you have a harder time gripping it. When your hand's wet from being really humid or whatever, it gets a little slick. So, I hear people saying they feel a difference in it, and I think you kind of see a difference in how it flies a little bit. But as far as feeling really different, it's kind of hard for me to say. Did he say that? Okay. Well, I'm not going to disagree with him.
He said Rollins finishes the ball.
Yeah.
Major League Baseball owns Rollins. Put two and two together.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. You did it all. You did all the math for me. Thank you.
That's the best way for a pitcher to counteract it if the ball is
That's
You showed last year.
yeah. I don't think it was like it is last year. This, I would have to say it's a little different. But that's something that's out of our control. I mean, I think if something was changed with it, it probably would have been nice to know. But I guess that's nothing we can control. So figure out a way to get people out with what you got. Yeah.
Does too many home runs at a certain point become bad for the game, in your opinion, though?
I mean, it kind of takes away from it, I think, a little bit. There were guys who were going to hit 30, 40 home runs with whatever baseball, and then you look around at how many people have that many already. I think I don't necessarily know. I think that's what they thought fans wanted to see. So I guess if that was the case, then I guess it's not bad for the game. But as a pitcher, I don't think any of us like giving up home runs. So yeah, we're going to say we don't like it.
Biggest veteran in the league and in New York. What does it mean to see the game honoring CC tomorrow?
Yeah, that's definitely a cool thing. He's had a tremendous career, and to see him get honored is going to be definitely a special thing.
This is a great celebration of a lot of the youth of the game, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
As you get older in the game, to make sure that we also recognize the guys on the way out. Kind of not that you are, but how important is that?
I'm on my way out. No. Yeah, it's important. Those guys did this before we did, kind of paved the way for us, and a lot of guys probably grew up watching them play. So I definitely think players like that should be honored.
Hey, Jake, what was it like? Pete makes the team out of spring training. You guys kind of sit on the side and say, you belong here because of how long you've been here, all that kind of stuff. To see him respond the way he did, how, impressive was that for a guy, and how does he carry himself the way he does, having no major league service time?
Yeah, it's very impressive. He's fun to watch, exciting player. He's been good on defense. He's been very impressive at the plate. You obviously see the power. You see he's got a nice average, so it's not, homer or nothing. Hits the ball all over the place, so it's been impressive. And I'm definitely glad he's on our team.
Is it surprising to see him just leave footprints like that so quickly? Usually it takes a while. It seems like from day one, what does that, say to either his skill or what he has up here?
Yeah, he's very good bat-to-ball skills, I guess you'd call it. I don't get to experience it as much, like when they're in meetings and all that, going over pitchers. But just from what I see on the bench, he's always in the game, paying attention, and always trying to learn how to get better. So I think a guy like that, that's normally a recipe to be a pretty good baseball player.
What do you hope the team accomplishes in the second half?
Obviously to get back in this thing, have a chance at going for playoffs and going and competing in October. That's the main goal. I think if you went and asked anybody in our locker room, they'd probably say the same thing.
Hi, Mr. Brown. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Hey, I've been a ton on Hollow Way. These are some of the cool things to do in our area.
Okay.
I was wondering if you could pick one thing, what would it be?
I'd probably go to the beach.
Any reason?
Take the family there.
Cool. Can I get a photo with you?
Yeah.
I ask you one other favor. My mom's a huge Mets fan. Could you give her a little shout out? It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. Did you have a question?
That was my question.
This might be live.
It might be.
Trying to hang up with this guy who's watching.
Well, you were the man of the hour last year. This must be much better.
This is a little more relaxed.
I remember standing in a line to get in. It was like a long hallway.
Yeah.
You all jammed in, and all of a sudden, the seats start coming in.
Yeah.
And funny story, the guy who gave those quotes is actually now the GM at the Mets.
Is he?
Yeah.
Ah. Thanks for reminding me.
That's one of those things that when it's going on, you're like, yeah, whatever. And then you think back on it, you're like, that's pretty fucking weird.
A year ago.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Let me get set up here real quick. Sorry.
From the meeting of Brewers and Deportivo, we want to ask you how you feel this year and
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part.
how you feel this year in the preparation for the season.
How I felt this year in preparing for the season?
Yes.
Felt good. Took the off season. Only took a couple weeks off. Started throwing, and then started preparing to get ready for this season.
You are very little disappointed at the way the team was going. And
Yeah, I think if you ask anybody in our locker room, we definitely would like to be in a better position than we are right now. But there's a lot of baseball left, and hopefully some things start coming together and we start winning some baseball games.
thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Jacob, you've had the opportunity to.
I was messing with this. Am I supposed to be back here?
No, you're just. You've had the opportunity to go head-to-head against some of the best hitters in the National League, but a guy that you haven't really got to face this year, I don't think, is Josh Bell, who's having a pretty big season. What have you been able to take away from his numbers offensively and the adjustments that he's made this year?
Definitely impressive, the numbers he's putting up. Haven't got to see him play too much, obviously in a different division, and we play on all the same days most of the time, but seeing his numbers and what he's doing at the plate have been impressive.
You've been around now for a little bit in the league. Have you seen guys like that make that big of a jump in just one season? I mean, he's already eclipsed pretty much every offensive category that he had last year.
Yeah, that's definitely a big jump. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but he definitely made a big jump, and it's impressive.
A lot of people are saying that your teammate, a couple seats down, is going to be his biggest competition in the home run derby tonight. Who you got in that matchup? Just overall tonight.
I definitely got Pete. That's who I'm rooting for. I'm excited to watch, though. It's going to be fun.
Thank you very much.
Yep, you're welcome. Squirrel, nobody wants to talk to you.
No one's talking to you.
That's because we're trying to gather everybody around.
Hey, go talk to Jake. Jacob, you're...
Very aggressive. First half, now in the rearview mirror, just give me an idea of how you feel like the first half went for you individually.
There were some positives, some negatives. Probably didn't throw the ball as well as I would have liked, but starts more recent have been better than they kind of were early on. I had a couple that I let get out of control, and definitely wish I could have those back. But looking to continue to move forward in the second half.
Coming off the Cy Young and the year you had, one outing where you give up 3 runs and people wonder what's wrong.
Yeah.
At this point in your career, though, how much different or easier is it to get out of quote-unquote a rut? If you have a couple starts in a row that you don't like compared to several years ago?
That's a tough question because I feel like I was in a rut or whatever you said for a few starts more this year than in years past. So, but you just continue to work in between. You know how to get guys out, and that your stuff plays. So I think just that kind of mindset and continue to work in between and get to where you want to be. Those starts where I got beat up a little bit, was just leaving the ball over the middle. Looked at some mechanical things and noticed some things that I was doing and was able to make a pretty quick adjustment.
New York's not an easy market. When things aren't going well, obviously there's going to be a lot of tension. For you, you're kind of a consummate pro, kind of stay above it type guy. How do you avoid when things around you are kind of wacky? Not being a part of all the madness, so to speak.
Yeah, just focus on what I'm trying, the task at hand, what I'm trying to do, and that's trying to go out there every 5th day and put our team in a position to win. I'm a baseball player, and that's just kind of what I focus on, the game and not the kind of outside stuff that goes on, and just trying to put us in a position to win.
Your take on the first half for Mickey and at this point playing to maybe prove to people that he's worthy of being the guy?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's really thrilled with how our first half went. A lot of baseball left, though, and, you know, hopefully we play really good baseball coming out of this break and make, you know, a run at playoffs this year.
If I was to take Jacob deGrom out of the equation, who's your favorite pitcher in baseball to watch? Who would you say is the guy maybe that you're most impressed by?
I enjoy watching Scherzer, you know, and there's times that I actually get to face him, go up against him. It's impressive. Just year in and year out goes out there and puts up impressive numbers, and definitely fun to compete against him.
You guys went head-to-head twice this year,
Yeah.
opening day.
Yep.
Now, when you say fun, like in the box is probably not as fun.
No,
right?
in the box isn't as fun, but you know, those games you go into knowing, hey, one mistake could lose me the baseball game here. So those are normally fun games to be a part of.
Appreciate it.
Yep, you're welcome.
Thanks, Jacob.
I thought you were talking about Clayton, it looked like, right
Mhm.
before this all started. Do you know each other very well from these things through the years, or
Just, you know, kind of playing against each other, saying hello. Normally we're out there early running around in the outfield getting our conditioning in or throwing a bullpen, see each other. Just, you know, became friendly by doing that.
What do you think of the way he's sort of, not quite reinvented himself, but sort of evolved as his body changes, as he gets a little older, a little more?
Yeah. I've always been impressed with the way he's been able to throw the baseball. I mean, you look up his career numbers, that's very impressive. And the guy knows how to pitch. I think it doesn't, you know, really matter what he's taking out there. He knows how to get people out, and he knows how to execute pitches, and he's been very good at that for a long time now.
What's the best part of being an all-star for you? Your favorite part of these couple of days?
I think just being around the best in baseball. You're considered one of those when you get selected to be here, and just being around it and experience and seeing what these guys do, how they carry themselves, and how they go about playing this game.
Following that question, so you're now an all-star. So, like throughout your childhood when you were growing up, who was your favorite all-star or like your favorite figure?
That's a tough question. I enjoyed watching. I played infield as a kid, so I enjoyed watching good infielders. I liked watching Jeter play. I liked watching Nomar Garciaparra play. I actually played shortstop. Chipper Jones was from not far from where I grew up, so was a fan of his. Just, you know, enjoyed watching good hitters, good fielders, and you know, wasn't paying too much attention to pitching at that time.
Right, throughout your career, so there must have been some up and downs, and there must have been some troubles as well. So, are there any tips or strategies to overcome those situations?
You know, for me, I have a pretty set routine, and it's just follow that. Trust my stuff, know that I know how to get people out, and that my stuff will play at this level, and just, you know, try to stay as consistent as I can. Yep.
Totally out of the blue, but what's your favorite baseball movie of all time?
Favorite baseball movie? Probably The Sandlot. Yep.
All right, okay. And playing with so many Hispanics players in the team, do you have any like a Hispanic food that you like?
No, not really. Not that I can think of. Yeah, I'm a pretty picky eater, so I try to stick with the things that I like.
And a little bit serious question. My last one comes. So we see a lot in the NBA, like a team of players, like getting super teams, and talking and recruiting. Why do you think that doesn't apply to baseball?
I've never thought about that, so I don't know. I have no clue why that doesn't.
And it's not going to guarantee it will win.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. What's up, guys?
You can take a drink.
No, it's okay.
Who is your favorite current player to watch?
Current player to watch? That's a tough question. Because we really only get to watch our team. So, how do you answer that?
I guess you had a derby prediction for tonight?
Hopefully Pete. That's who I'm pulling for. The guy's impressive. I get to see him hit BP every day, and I think he's got a good chance at that. Yep.
Hey Jake, we do this segment on Yahoo Sports where we have people tell us about their first home run.
Okay.
You
Ever?
pick up a home run. Yeah, no, first home run in the big leagues.
Okay.
I figure yours was good, right? Because it was Father's Day or something?
Father's Day. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you tell us the story of it?
If I can remember it. Yeah, I can tell it.
Okay.
Just
look at the camera and say, hey, I'm Jacob deGrom. I'm going to say my first home run.
Hey, I'm Jacob deGrom, and I'd like to tell you about my first home run. It was Father's Day, pretty close baseball game. Can't tell you what inning it was, but got an outside pitch and somehow hit it to opposite field at Citi Field. I remember running around the bases. My son was there. My dad was there, looking up and seeing them in the stands. It was definitely a special experience.
Were they there? Was it like a Father's Day sort of outing?
They just happened to be there. My dad tries to make it to quite a bit of my starts, and then, my family's up there, and they come to every one of my starts. So it was at home, and definitely a cool experience.
Are you a pitcher who was like, one day I'm going to hit a home run?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to think so. Would like to think I would have had more than 2 by now, but, it's... I don't know if you want to. We actually work on it quite a bit, so some of the work pays off.
How special was it then to do it in that setting?
It was very special. Like I said, having them there, my father, my son, it was very special.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hi.
Hi.
Last year you Cy Young winner. What are your thoughts on your pitching this year so far?
Definitely some pluses, some minuses. Would have liked my first half to go a little better. A couple games got a little bit out of control, and wasn't able to kind of eliminate some runs that I think I should have eliminated. But as of late, threw the ball better, and looking forward to a strong second half.
Here's a great deal. Hi.
Hi.
Alex Beer with Boston Blue. There's so much emphasis on engine shaping pitches for swing and miss, right? Like producing swing and miss in game. Do you invest? Do you spend time thinking about how to get called strikes?
I do not. I don't. How do you get called strikes? You throw strikes. I think that's how you get them, and I don't think about that. I just think about how I want to get people out.
So, when you're looking at, when you're thinking about, like, do you have a hierarchy of, okay, swing and miss is the ultimate outcome for a pitcher, like bad contact, called strike? Is there a pecking order?
No, I don't think of it that way. Getting a guy out, I think, is the main focus whenever I take the mound.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
There are many star players here. Who do you think is the best hitter in MLB now?
Best hitter right now? What Christian Yelich has been able to do has been really impressive over the past couple of years. So he's a tough out. Anytime I have to face him, know it's going to be a battle. So he's impressive to watch.
Which team is the best team in this season?
Best? I'm sorry?
And this season, which team is the best, you think?
I'm not sure who has the best record. I guess I would say that would probably be the best team. I don't know who has the best record right now, though. Yep.
You throw a 93-mile-an-hour slider. When did you develop that, and how did that come about?
It's harder than what it used to be. I think it just depends on how I want to use it. Sometimes I use it as more of a cutter than a slider, and that's when it's a little harder.
Thank you so much.
Yep, you're welcome.
Obviously not ever played with CC. You've been in the same city
Mm-hmm.
for a long time. What do you think when you heard that they were bringing it out here to honor him in the All-Star game, even though he wasn't on the team, obviously?
Yeah, I thought it was really cool to recognize a guy who's been around that long and had very impressive numbers throughout his career. Very, very cool thing that they decided to do.
Seems like he's one of those guys that's very fun.
Yeah.
He seems like one of those guys that's just totally well respected around
Yeah,
the game, right?
for sure.
Guys around the league, even if they don't know him, they admire him from afar kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Very respected. Just like I said, very, very successful career, and did it right for a long time. No, not really. Though really the only time we play each other is the Subway Series, so I never really had a chance to interact that much with him. Yeah. How are the Rays? Oh, okay. Yeah, Travis. I enjoyed my time with Travis. He unfortunately with us he was a little beat up, had some freak injuries, and probably didn't play as much as he would have liked to. But tremendous guy, a good friend, and was a great teammate. So always wish him the best.
Happy to see him doing well.
Yeah, very happy to see him doing well. He was a good friend of mine, so always rooting for him.
They had their kid, Brendan McKay, made his debut last week, a two-way prospect.
Mm-hmm.
And Travis caught him. He had the ultimate compliment. Somebody said, "Who do you remind you of?" And he said, "His control reminded me of deGrom."
Nice,
So the kid was
nice. That's cool. Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on this Tampa Bay Montreal seat?
Honestly, I haven't looked into it too much.
It's a little weird for players, I know.
Yeah, I haven't honestly looked into it.
Understood.
Yeah. Yep. You're welcome.